This week on the Venator update, we're going to be working on the panel a bit more and building out these bridge towers. With 1 week left till the UCS Venator does come out, I am super happy to say that we got a majority of this thing completed. With this week, when we work on the bridge and the panels a bit more, I would say we've got at least 80 to 85% of this thing complete. The only things we really have left to do is the engines, the turrets, and the Republic logo a bit more, some refinements to that, and the hangar door. We still gotta work on that a bit more too. But everything else feels like it's just about set. With that, I gotta thank you for all the support that this series has been getting recently because of the release of the actual Lego UCS Venator. My content's been rolling up on YouTube and on Instagram. Check out my Instagram down below. It's a way to get early access to some amazing content on the Venator. I took some pictures, I upload reels. There's a bunch of content on there, so make sure to follow Wilbur Productions Insta down below. With that said, let's get into this update without further ado. Starting off this week on the Venator update, we got a bunch of parts in from Lego. Look at all these parts. I've been waiting for these for like 2 months, which is crazy to see. But I got a bunch of parts in from Lego. A bunch of 2x6 towers, 2x2 towers, 1x3 bricks, a bunch of parts we needed. Some of these pieces for the bridge, and we got some bubble turrets as well for not that gunship, but the other gunship. And then on top of that, we got a bunch of hair and legs. And this is actually for my custom stick fig on my Instagram. Now, these are very limited, guys. I'm only producing 25 of these, and unless I sold 25 within the past month, I probably won't be doing a re-one. And considering I only sold a few pre-orders, I don't think I'll be doing a second one of these. So get these while they last because they won't be here forever. Plus, if you do decide to buy one of these stick figs, all the proceeds will go to the custom Venator. Oh my gosh, this sounds like an ad. But if you do want to buy one of these stick figs, send me a quick DM on my Instagram at Wilbur Productions, and I'll totally hook you up with one of these amazing stick figs. So to begin building this week, I want to fill in these places and get the gun turrets ready for installation. However, I do need to get this thing also built and attached properly. That is something I need to work on, and there's a bunch of stuff that just needs to be worked on this panel. So that's what we're going to start doing this week. So right now, I'm really trying to make this middle section stronger, since it is such a weak section ever since I got rid of the top section, because these are 2 separate pieces now. So I gotta figure out a way to make this strong. However, I'm using a new technique that's even weaker than it was before. So this is a big complication, but it just looks so good. So now I gotta figure out how to solve this problem. So as you guys saw in the time lapse, we got a bunch of progress done up here. And we made this new piece that comes off like this for the rise and run of this section, which I thought was quite ingenious to me. I think this looks way better than what was there before. However, it's a lot weaker than it was before. And this part of the Venator was always so weak. And that was one of the things I wanted to improve on, was making this stronger. But instead, I've made it weaker. So that's what I'm working on right now, is really just trying to improve the strength and stability of this section and make it look nice and flush with this panel as well. So I got that done, but let's just say I got a little sidetracked and all of this happened. This is not good, guys. As you can see, this is a full interior right here. If you didn't know, if you're new to the series, this does have a full interior. And well, the inside is not looking so good right now. I was adding some Technic rods and it's turned to this big problem where basically this panel has fallen on the floor and several parts of the Venator were destroyed. The damage doesn't look too bad right now, but the repair work is going to be extensive. Not just because I'm repairing it, I'm making improvements to it as well to make it better for the future of this Venator. So right now I'm feeling oh so very dumb because the Venator comes out in 1 week and mine looked just like this. Yeah, so I don't know why I decided to do this. I just thought, hey, this is an issue. What's happening? And then everything sort of fell apart. So right now I'm currently working towards repairing everything and making things better. So what I'm doing to make it better is basically I'm connecting these black plates right here, these big ones, to the center beam right here. And instead of putting a bunch of green plates like I had previously on top of it, I'm just going to be placing the studs directly on here so that the layer with the green plates over here actually matches the same height. This way it's a lot stronger. I don't have to worry about plates sticking up like this. It's saving a lot of problems for the future. However, the amount of damage it took to get to this point is severe. So I'm gonna be working all night repairing this thing. Hopefully we can get it done by tomorrow morning, because I won't be able to work on it so much because I have a bunch of tests at school this week. It is midterms in the ways of tests, but not in the way of my architectural work. So I'm really hoping I can get a lot done tonight. Okay, so you guys saw me take out the bridge earlier, right? Well, I just knocked down the floor. It was right here on this table, and it just fell into the abyss. The whole bridge. I don't even know what to do at this point. You know, I'm going to worry about that in a little bit. And I'm going to fix this first. I'm going to be up all night, guys. This is a huge problem. This is not good. Alright, it's currently 1 a.m. right now, and I'm currently working on the repairs for the inside of the Venator. This side has come back together pretty well in the ways of repairs. I basically have been taking apart all these base plates and just retiling this entire thing so that the plates are on top of this black surface. So that's been something that's been really difficult to do because some of these are stuck on there pretty well. And then we also do have a bunch of new support underneath the Venator as well. So we're basically, it's not just putting pieces back together, we're redesigning the whole base frame of this entire ship, which is a huge undertaking considering the UCS Venator releases in 1 week, and I had to rebuild this massive thing that just fell to the floor, which is something I'm going to take a look at as soon as I finish up this massive construction over here. Which is a lot of work because I gotta figure out all these like new pieces that fit in properly. I gotta fill them in. It's just a whole bunch of craziness figuring out how the plates line up with each other to make that perfect curve for the edge of the interior. And then we gotta relay all the tiles too, which takes a lot of time. Alright, it's getting pretty late. I've made some more progress in the repair works. We got this section mostly reattached. We do have some gaps to fill in, as you guys can see, but we've laid down a lot of new tile again. This is very exhausting. I think I'm going to keep working on this a little bit more, and then I'm going to try to fix the big mess that's over there. Yeah, it's going to be a long night. Alright, in the ways of Venator repairs, we've made some great progress. I think we've done a lot tonight, and I think this looks pretty good, honestly. Like, everything looks so strong. You know, nothing's sticking up, and we got rid of all these green plates and just honestly used these black bases for the main support, which is honestly a better decision for this ship overall. I think it will just be way stronger and look way cleaner than it ever has before. So that's the one good thing about all this, but now it's time to start working on this. I'm gonna go do a quick time lapse of trying to rebuild the remains of this thing because I really don't want to remake the whole bridge. So whenever I'm repairing something, especially when it's custom, I go through the set like it's a archaeological grave set. I think I said that wrong. I go through it very carefully because any one piece that gets put in the wrong place could lead to an inaccurate place being put in the place it was previously, which means I would have to rebuild the certain section. So that's why it's always super careful to, like, you know, leave everything as is and try to piece the pieces that were already like it exactly the way they were before, because otherwise it's just gonna take longer. There were some parts of this that I had to rebuild completely, but most of it I was just able to rebuild with the same way, with the exact same bricks exactly as they were. So it didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. However, I wasn't able to get the full thing complete just because of lack of time for this week on the Venator update. I was really hoping we could finish off the top bridges, but we are actually in a worse place than we were before at the beginning of this update, which is really unfortunate. So as you can see, I was able to repair a lot of this, a big chunk of it, to the exact way it was before. However, I haven't been able to get these things reinstalled yet, and the bag still looks like a mess, and I gotta put that panel back on, rebuild it. There's so much damage, and on top of that, you know the bomb panel that went underneath here? Yeah, that's also destroyed too because it was right by it. Fortunately though, we do still have the bomb panels intact for this section, so that's a good thing. But everything's kind of a crazy mess right now. Even the interior is not fully rebuilt properly, which is a bit of a problem for me. I'm really disappointed that all this happened this week, especially 1 week before the Venator, and I can't really do much about it because I have too many things going on at school this week to really fix it. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Hopefully by next Sunday I'll be able to get this thing repaired. However, I don't think there's going to be a Venator update next Sunday due to the fact that I'll be on, getting the Venator on Sunday and getting things all lined up and perfect for the comparison of this Venator to the Lego UCS Venator. So I hope you guys did somewhat enjoy this update. I know this was probably a very tragic setback, but there is one pro to all this. We got this piece kind of like, the way we like it now. Like, I'm glad we got this thing attached. It's a lot stronger up there. You know, that's the one good thing. And also the fact that we got this inside stronger, I guess. That's also a good thing, I guess. But those are the only two positive notes I can really take away from this update this week. With that said, I think we're going to wrap it up for this week on the Venator series. Unfortunately, we didn't get a lot done, but next week will be a great week because the UCS Venator does come out. And hopefully, I'll be able to have this thing in tip-top shape next week for the reveal of the UCS Venator.